Sat Nam, my name is Val. I will be guiding you through this Kriya set, this Kundalini set. So come into a seated position, cross-legged position onto your mat, roll out that mat. If you'd like some water, grab some water quickly, make sure you're hydrated, and let's begin. So I do this set quite often. I've actually been utilizing it for over 5 years now. It is kind of like my secret sauce to an amazing high vibrational day, and sometimes even the secret sauce to a transformational awakening of sorts when I feel like I've been having energy blockages, looping through thoughts often, or I'm ready to transform myself and step into a new version. I need to cleanse. So I've noticed that this set can also help with that in my personal experience. So on your seated position, cross-legged position, take a deep inhale in through the nostrils. Inside out the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils. Feel it. Fill your belly. Fill your ribs. Fill your chest. Try to hold it. Inside out the mouth. One more of those. Inhale through the nostrils. Hold at the top if you'd like, and sigh it out. Big, long sigh. You can make it audible. You can make it real. You can make it raw. You are allowed to be your full expression in this space, in these containers that we create together. So let's continue deeply breathing, inhaling through the nostrils. And now exhaling out through the nostrils. Deepen the breath. Remember to inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest. Exhale. Out the chest, out the ribs, out the belly. Again, now let's start 3-part breathing. Inhale into the belly. Fill those ribs. Fill the chest. Hold at the top. Exhale slowly, consciously, out of the chest, and then out of the ribs, and then out of the belly. Let's continue that breathing. Feel your body fill with air. Hold at the top if you'd like, and then exhale nice and smoothly. Out of the chest, out of the ribs, out of the belly. Let's continue this breathing for another minute as we set the intentions for this space and begin with mantra. Going to explain just a couple things quickly, so continue to breathe and take note of where your body's at today, any tensions, any tightness. If you notice that this cross-legged position is a lot for you, you can also go onto your knees and sit on your shins. So you can do this all on your shins, and if that's a bit too much for you, you could actually do this you could also do this in a chair if you really need to. So just modify this in any way that is necessary for you, and if you just need to take a break from the cross-legged position, if you haven't stretched yet today, that's okay. You can just bring your legs out in front of you, continue breathing. Let's do a nice seated forward fold to just warm up the hamstrings, get them opened up, and then we'll do a nice wide-legged forward fold to open up the hips, open up the inner thighs. So bring out your feet in front of you. And notice where you're at today. If this is enough, Dandasana, right? If this is enough, then this might be where you want to stay. With your legs right in front of you, flexing the feet up, yogi toes, and putting your hands, fingertips pointing towards the front of your body at the side, putting those hands at the sides, right? Keeping the spine straight, Dandasana. Really feeling strong here. If you're ready and you want to fold, we're going to hinge at the hips, not at the chest. We're going to hinge at the hips, focusing on the stretch in the hamstrings, right? So, your next exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring your hands up to your shins, or just by around your knees, above or below your knees, wherever you're at today. Put effort into keeping that spine straight and neutral, keeping the chest open while you're hinged. Hinge on an exhale, and then inhale, slightly rise, and then exhale, hinge again. See if you can go deeper this time. If you like, you could even pull yourself slightly. If you have a strap, you could even use a strap right now, right behind your feet, and pull. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead and go grab that strap for this fold. It will feel really nice. So let's stay in this position for a minute. Wherever you're at in your forward fold, bring yourself to your edge where you're feeling some sensation but no pain, and keeping those toes pointed up. As you can see, this is where I'm at today, and it doesn't look like a lot, but it feels like a lot in my body, and that's what matters. So I'm just going to breathe here. Let's take 3 breaths here, right? Really preparing the legs for staying in the cross-legged position for the 3 Kriya sets that we're going to be doing in all the mantra. If you feel yourself opening up, you want to challenge yourself, you can pull yourself further on an exhale. Keeping the sit bones rooted into the mat. Feeling grounded through your legs. And on your next inhale, lift up. So then we're going to bring the feet, keep the feet in front of us, and open the legs wide wherever you're at today, right? It's all about how it feels in your body. Never forget this, never lose this. This is your practice. So we want to make it as personalized and as loving towards your body as possible. So right now, I'm actually going to open up like this. Feels good for me. So this may be enough today. You can breathe here. You can feel the hips opening up, the inner thighs opening up. You may even feel this a little bit in your glutes. I'm feeling this in my glutes a little right now. It's kind of funny. Keep those toes pointed upward. The thighs spiraling outward. Right? Keeping the thighs spiraling outward. And if you like, you can start bringing your hands in front of you, keeping the spine neutral and straight, chest still slightly lifted, chin slightly lifted. Look up and slowly fold on an exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, fold again. Let's do a couple breaths here wherever you are in your forward fold to prepare your legs, your lower body for these kriyas. The intention today is to get your Kundalini energy flowing from the base of your spine, moving and feeling any blockages, right? Like I was mentioning in the beginning, any blockages you've been feeling lifted and brought to the surface. So after this practice, if you feel emotional or you feel like things are coming up that you have been ignoring, that's okay. Take some time in nature, maybe after this practice. Take some time meditating, journaling, anything that makes you feel grounded. Remember that we're doing this out of self-love, right? We love ourselves. That's why we want to cleanse ourselves of the outer conditioning of the world that has told us that stories and narratives that aren't our true selves, right? That aren't our most loving, highest selves. We want to dispel that. And one of the ways to do that is working with this subtle energy, with this Kundalini energy. On your next inhale, lift back up. Slowly but surely come back into your cross-legged position. Notice the difference in your legs, the opening up of your legs. Might feel delicious, feels good for me. So continue breathing, and let's start with our first mantras. So in Kundalini yoga, traditionally also the lineage tends to wear all white. As you can see, I'm wearing all black. So I guess you could call me a non-traditionalist, but I do believe wearing all white can amplify the practice so much. So if you feel called to, definitely grab anything white or change your outfit if you really want to, but you do not have to reap the benefits of this practice, right? So roll your shoulders back, ground through your sit bones again. Ground, ground, ground. Feel that you are part of earth. Feel that you are a magnificent earthly being here having a human experience. And inhale, raise your arms up. Prayer position over your head. Exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Our first mantra is going to be Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. I'm going to put the mantra on the screen and in the bio with a little explanation of what that means. I've gone over it in a couple other videos, so you can definitely do that little, or I've done that in a couple different, So the mantra today is going to be Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. This is the first mantra done in traditional Kundalini yoga. If you have any questions about what it means, it technically means just honoring the divine or the sacred teacher, calling upon the sacred teacher within. I can put more of a translation down in the bio below, in the description below. It's going to be our first mantra. So I'm going to say it once and then we're going to say it 3 times together. If you don't feel confident in saying it, that's okay. When I first started the Kundalini, I felt really intimidated by mantra. It was like very strange to me. So you can just simmer in the vibration of the mantra. Don't have to say it if you don't want to, right? So inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Now let's do it together 3 times. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. You can close your eyes and focus up at your third eye, keeping your hands at prayer position. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. One last time. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale. Hold the breath at the top. And then exhale. And this time hold at the end of your exhale. Inhale again. Now let's do our protection mantra. I will put a more direct description and or translation in the description below. So this mantra is Aad Guray Nameh, Jugaad Guray Nameh, Aad Guray Nameh, Siri Dayvay Nameh. So it seems like a lot, but once you get in the rhythm, you can usually pick it up pretty quick. So I'll say it once and then we'll say it together 3 times. Aad Guray Nameh, Jugaad Guray Nameh, Aad Guray Nameh, Siri Dev Namo. Now let's begin together. Aad Guray Nameh, Jugaad Guray Nameh, Aad Guray Nameh, Siri Dev Namo. Inhale. Aad Guray Nameh, Jugaad Guray Nameh, Aad Guray Nameh, Siri Dev Namo. Inhale, last one. Aad Guray Nameh, Jugaad Guray Nameh, Aad Guray Nameh, Siri Dev Namo. Let's sit and meditate on that. You can bring your hands to your palms, facing upward or downward, whatever you'd like. Notice any differences in the atmosphere around you, within your own aura. Now let's begin our first Kriya. So the first Kriya is going to be spinal flexion. This is a classic Kriya. Going to inhale, open up the chest, push back the shoulders. And then exhale, round the spine, bring the belly in. Going to do that in a repetitive motion. With an inhale, opening up the chest, flexing the spine, bringing the shoulders back. Try to keep the chin level throughout this. It's okay if it changes degrees a bit, it's okay. And then exhale, round the spine, bring the belly in. You can feel the shoulders kind of caving in. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to show you from the side. Inhale, exhale. We'll do this for 3 minutes, about 3 minutes. And with every inhale, you have the invitation of saying Sat, and then exhale, Nam. Sat Nam meaning truth is my name. I also like to interpret it like my energy is the truth of who I am, right? Because this is such an energetic practice that when you shift your frequency, it changes your embodiment as a person and how you show up as a person. So that's their invitation. Let's begin. 3 minutes, spinal flexion, Kriya. You can close your eyes again and look up at the third eye. One full inhale, one full exhale. This is similar to breath of fire or Bhastrika breathing. Find your own rhythm, your own pace. It's okay if you're going faster or slower than I am. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. It's okay if you're a little uncomfortable with being so audible with your breath and your expression. Just allow yourself to breathe this hard, to breathe this audibly, to be this noticeable in your breath, right? It's a lot of us are uncomfortable with that aspect. You're just breathing. You're doing an exercise. You're doing a Kriya right now. If you'd like to, you can pick up the pace a little bit, do smaller flexions and quicker breaths. Going, almost there. Feel your spine being lubricated as it's like moving, right? Giving it movement, lubrication is occurring, energy is flowing. Last 30 seconds. If you feel yourself heating up, that's a good sign. If you need to slow down or take a break, go ahead. But I do challenge you to push yourself and to go past any limits that are coming up that are telling you to stop. Almost there, 10 more seconds. And inhale. Bring the palms into Gyan Mudra, or palms just facing upward on the knees. Hold the inhale breath at the top of the breath if you can, and I invite you to engage Mula Bandha. So this is like your pelvic floor, contracting the pelvic floor, pulling the belly up and in, pulling the pelvis up and in, and almost squeezing the pelvic muscles and the anus. Oh, that sounds funny. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're applying root lock. You can gaze up at the third eye, and whenever you're ready, you can exhale, release the lock. You may feel a burst of energy from that. I always do. So, let's go on to our next Kriya. This Kriya is technically called, I believe it's called Sufi grinds. That's what I call it. Sufi grinds and or just spinal circles. So I'm going to be inhaling. So first of all, palms on the knees. And it's kind of like we're stirring the upper body in a bowl of soup. Okay? So you're gonna make sure that the hips are nice and rooted to the mat. We don't want to be lifting or shifting the hips. We want to keep our lower body rooted, grounded, while our upper body is doing all of the movement in these spinal circles. So on an inhale, you're going to be moving your chest forward or guiding with your chin in a circular motion, and inhaling forward and then exhaling back. So inhaling, opening up the chest, exhaling, rounding the spine in your circle. Inhale, coming forward in your circle. Exhale, slightly rounding the spine, coming back in your circle, right? So we're going to do it in a clockwise position to begin, and then switch sides. So really it's up to you what side you want to start on, but I'm going to suggest starting counterclockwise. So inhale, exhale. Show you from this side. It's like you're guiding your chin, guiding with your chin, right? So 3 minutes has begun. Make the circles as big or as small as you like. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. You can close your eyes and gaze up at the third eye. The space between your two eyes and your forehead. The goal is to have one nice full inhalation and one nice full exhalation. Find your rhythm. Feel your middle spine, your upper spine opening up. You may also feel this in your solar plexus, in your belly. Do a few more rounds in this direction, and then we'll switch directions. Then inhale forward and switch directions, counterclockwise to clockwise. Sat, Nam. about a minute more here. Almost there. You can speed up your circles if you'd like. If you're feeling looser and more open. Quicken your breaths. All right, next inhale, inhale all the way deeply in, into the root of your body, and hold the pelvic floor, squeeze the mula bandha. Exhale whenever you'd like, slowly and intentionally. Meditate for about a second or two to integrate the energy, to witness the energy, to center ourselves. So for our last Kriya in this set, we're going to be doing a heart opener of sorts. It's a full twist to both sides. I like to call it a heart opener Kriya because I always feel it in my heart, but you may feel it in your throat or even in your whole spine. So it can be unique to each person, I've noticed. Going to bring our arms out to our sides, and then once your arms are at a 90-degree angle, hinge at the elbows and bring your top of your hands on top of your shoulders. So the thumb will be in the back of your shoulder and the four fingers will be in the front, holding your shoulders out like this. You want to keep your arms up at a 90-degree angle as much as you can. You're going to feel a little challenged with this, but the result is going to be so delicious, so yummy, and so invigorating that you're going to want to try to challenge yourself to continue with the twisting motion. So on an inhale, we're going to twist to the left. So my left might be your right. I'm not sure in the video, but I'm twisting to my left. Inhaling fully, and then exhaling, twisting to the right. One full inhale, twist to the left, exhale, twist to the right. Okay? You're going to be guiding with your elbows. You don't want to be, your head is going to follow the twist. So you don't have to force your head with it. Your head will just come with the twist. This will protect the neck as well if you let that happen naturally. So let's begin. Inhale. Look, you can gaze up at the third eye the entire time. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Keep the elbows up. Keep gazing at the third eye. This might feel challenging in your shoulders. Continue trying to push yourself through any doubts in your capability to complete this Kriya. Find your own pace. You might want to go a little slower than me. I noticed that this Kriya in specific can make people a little dizzy if you're not used to Kundalini. So if you get a little dizzy, that's okay. Just slow down the motion to fit what feels right in your body. If you like an extra challenge, you can actually bring your hands off of your shoulders, keeping your arms at a 90-degree angle, but then bringing the palms facing upward into Gyan Mudra. So basically cactus arms with Gyan Mudra as you're twisting, as you're doing this Kriya. About a minute more. Keep going. You might notice your elbows wanting to drop. Bring them right back up. Push yourself. Don't push yourself to pain, but push yourself to the edge of any a challenging feeling, maybe a slight heat. We're almost there. More seconds. Make it count. Oh, that was a weird noise. Make it count. On your next inhale, bring the arms all the way up in prayer position over your head. Gaze up at the third eye with your eyes closed. Pull in the Mula Bandha, engage Mula Bandha. And exhale, bring the hands to your side slowly. I want to bring the legs out, shake out the legs. And now let's integrate this energy, meditate. Keep breathing. Notice any shifts in your energy. If you're feeling lighter, center yourself. Know that this is who you are. And you are this energy. You are this light, beautiful, vibrant being of high frequency. To close this practice and Kundalini Kriya sets in general, we say Sat Nam, long Sat, short Nam. I like to say it 3 times, but you can just say it once. Hands at heart center. Let's say it 3 times for the fun of it. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Last one. Inhale. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining this Kundalini yoga class. This actually was the Kundalini Kriya set that began my first Kundalini awakening. So if this was your first class, it may induce an awakening of sorts, an awakening of Kundalini energy rising up through your spine. You may even feel your chakras opening. This doesn't really mean you're better than anyone else and or worse than anyone else. It is just an experience that you're having, right? So to ground into this experience, I really recommend taking a walk outside. Writing a page of everything you're grateful for is a really grounding activity. And if you haven't ate today or drank anything and you're feeling a little lightheaded or dizzy, please go eat. Go take care of yourself, integrate this energy into your everyday life. Because the goal is not to do yoga to be better than anyone, to think we're better than anyone, to be more higher vibrational than anyone. The goal is to integrate this energy into humanity so we can live in a higher society, in a society that is harmonious, is loving, is logical, and is beyond any need for war, violence, or ignorance, right? In a lot of ways, Kundalini Yoga dispels ignorance. It forces us to face our own ignorance, to our own shadows, our own unconscious a lot of the time. So don't be afraid if this is your first practice. You notice that things are ending for you. You realize something's not for you. You realize, oh my God, I need to quit my job, this and that. You know, ground yourself. It's okay. We all need yoga in one form or another. Some of us every day, some of us once in a while. So you can always come back to this practice to clean up your energy, to cleanse, open up your heart, open up all the chakras. You'll notice mostly the root through the heart are opened up. I've noticed when you open up the lower chakras, the higher ones tend to open up naturally with them. If they're already not open, right? So we can go into another video about Kundalini awakening and opening chakras and all of that. If you're interested, just comment in the comments below. I will try to put everything I said I was going to put in the description. Hopefully I don't forget anything, but if I did, just comment below and tell me I forgot something. I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate you coming, showing up on your mat, showing up in your practice. And if you need any support, you can comment. I'll try to get to you as soon as possible. But besides that, keep your faith, keep your trust in humanity, keep your trust in the divine plan, and know that all is well. All will always be well, and you can only do so much. So why not start with your energy and raising your frequency and dispelling any ignorance or darkness or shadow into the nothingness that which it came, and remembering your true self, right? That's what yoga is truly for. So, Sat Nam, until we meet again.